Freedom of expression. The government affirmed that they defend the freedom of expression, but it is not completely true. The right to search, to receive, and share information and ideas without fear is necessary for our education and for the development of the society. But it is known by everybody that this constitutional law has been limited several times over time, and the government used the excuse of national safety to silence the critics. This fact is not anything current. Diverse very known cases have appeared from the antiquity as the philosophers of the former Greece, Socrates and Seneca. Concerning the religion, Protestants as Luther, or Galileo Galilei, who was condemned for defending his scientific theories. In the current Spanish Constitution, in the second chapter in the Title 1, it's possible to read in the section 20, which is relating to the fundamental rights and to public freedoms. The following rights are recognized and protected: the right to freely express and spread thoughts, ideas, and opinions; the right to literary, artistic, scientific, and technical production and creation; the right to academic freedom; the right to freely communicate or receive truthful information by any means of dissemination whatsoever. The law shall regulate the right to the clause of conscience and professional secrecy in the exercise of these freedoms. An article published on December 30, 2015 announced that the results of a survey of the Observatory of the Freedom of Expression of the Citizenship Foundation and Value reflects that the freedom of expression in Spain deteriorates for the third consecutive year, and the question of the test with word marks are the relating ones to the perception of the respect, the political power, the journalist action, and on the public health to the news media. The mark has descended to 6.58 points on 10, where a worry appears for the communicative activity. This bad mark can owe to the approval on July 1, 2015 of the Law of Civil Security, more known as Ley Mordaza. The complaints and manifestations have been numerous in opposition of this law, that the government qualifies as necessary. This law says that the following action will be able to be penalized by fines between 100 and 30,000 euros. To hang 13 photos of the police on duty. To impede elections. To demonstrate in front of the Congress, Senate and autonomous parliaments. To disobey or to resist to the authorities and not to identify. To protest in buildings or monuments.
In Spain, the law of protection of the civil safety limits the diffusion of new protests and the distribution of messages that makes apology of the crime. The digital authorities who watch the freedom of information and expression are watching carefully the social networks because blogs, social networks, and other websites are part of our freedom of expression. Our government, for example, made a text which says that hackers will be chased as terrorists. The diffusion of messages that encourage people to commit crimes are offenses too. In Spain, the Constitution justifies the intervention of a judge when in these crimes it is considered that exist aggressions against the honor, the privacy, the own image, or the international safety. A report made by the Oxford University says that the Spanish media is the last credible media of the world. In addition, the information says that only the 34% of the Spanish citizenship trusts in the news of the media.